Welcome to Red Devils Report, your first source for all things Manchester United. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss a beat in the world of Manchester United. Manchester United have been presented with a potentially transformative opportunity in the transfer market, as Juventus are reportedly willing to offer either Dusan Vlahovic or Douglas Luiz in exchange for out-of-favor winger Jadon Sancho. According to reports from Gazzetta dello Sport, the Italian giants are keen to secure Sancho's services this summer, and their new general manager, Damian Comoli, has maintained strong links with the player's entourage. Rather than a cash offer, Juventus are believed to be exploring a high-value swap deal involving two players currently deemed surplus to requirements at the Allianz Stadium. Vlahovic, the Serbian striker once valued at £66 million, has just 1 year left on his contract and has struggled to fully deliver on his promise since arriving from Fiorentina in 2022. Despite maintaining a goal every 2.5 games, injury issues and his massive £315,000 a week wage have raised questions about his long-term suitability at the club. Douglas Luiz, meanwhile, arrived from Aston Villa for £42 million last summer, but has failed to establish himself in Serie A. Juventus reportedly tried to offload him to United in an earlier attempt to secure a deal for Antony, but that failed to materialize. Now, with Sancho as their new priority, the Turin club is once again open to negotiations. United boss Ruben Amorim may be intrigued by Luiz's Premier League experience, particularly given United's need for midfield reinforcements. However, there may be some reluctance due to Luiz's underwhelming performances in Italy. On the other hand, Vlahovic could offer United a much-needed solution in attack, if he can stay fit and adapt to Amorim's pressing system. With Sancho's Old Trafford career seemingly over, a swap involving either of these players could present a valuable opportunity for the Red Devils to bolster key positions without hefty spending. Much will depend on Amorim's preferences and how he envisions his evolving squad. In any case, this proposed exchange signals a major twist in United's summer transfer window and could pave the way for one of the most intriguing deals of the season. Manchester United have dramatically intensified their pursuit of one of Europe's most promising strikers, Randal Kolo Muani, plunging into a fierce three-way battle alongside Chelsea and Serie A powerhouse Juventus. The 26-year-old French forward, currently on loan at Juventus from Paris Saint-Germain, has been turning heads with a remarkable resurgence in Italy, scoring 10 goals and providing 3 assists in just 21 appearances. An impressive tally that includes a blistering start with 5 goals in his first 3 league matches. Juventus appear eager to secure Muani on a permanent deal, with the player himself hinting at an openness to remain in Serie A, but PSG's hefty valuation could prove a major hurdle. Manchester United, under the ambitious guidance of new manager Ruben Amorim, are now ready to throw their full weight behind this potential marquee signing. Amorim values Muani's explosive pace, relentless work ethic, and versatile attacking flair, qualities that perfectly match the tactical intensity he wants to imprint on Old Trafford. Despite the setback of missing out on Champions League football, United believe their stature and vision for the future can attract Muani, offering him a pivotal role and the chance to be the spearhead of a revitalized attack. Meanwhile, Chelsea's interest adds a further layer of drama as the Blues look to rebuild their front line after a turbulent season. Adding to the hype, France superstar Kylian Mbappé has publicly praised Muani as a very complete forward, while legendary Thierry Henry has drawn comparisons to his former Arsenal teammate Nwankwo Kanu, underscoring the incredible potential this young striker holds. With such high-profile admirers and multiple clubs vying for his signature, the race to sign Kolo Muani is quickly becoming one of the most captivating stories of this summer's transfer window. For Manchester United, time is of the essence. Move fast, or risk missing out on what could be the game-changing signing their attack desperately needs. Manchester United submit improved $60 million-plus bid for Brentford star Bryan Mbeumo. Ineos transfer plan accelerates. Manchester United's summer transfer business has taken a significant turn, as reports confirm the Red Devils have submitted an improved bid exceeding £60 million for Brentford's explosive forward Bryan Mbeumo. The news, first reported by Sky Sports, signals a clear and decisive step forward in United's push to reinforce their front line, and perhaps more importantly, shows how seriously the new sporting leadership under Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are taking the project at Old Trafford. This development marks the second formal offer submitted by Manchester United for the 25-year-old. The initial bid, reportedly worth around £50 million with add-ons rising to £55 million, was turned down by Brentford. The West London club had made their valuation clear, slightly above the £60 million mark, and insisted they would not consider anything lower. Now, with a revised and improved offer in hand, Brentford are finally listening. While no agreement has yet been reached, sources close to the negotiations suggest that United's offer could be enough to unlock talks and accelerate what could become one of the marquee transfers of the summer. Mbeumo, who has 2 years remaining on his current contract at the G-Tech Community Stadium, has been a key figure in Brentford's recent rise. Following the sale of Ivan Toney, the Cameroonian stepped up and enjoyed his most productive season yet, scoring 20 Premier League goals and contributing 9 assists. His performances not only helped Brentford finish comfortably in the top half of the table, but also elevated his standing among top-flight attackers. In fact, only 3 players in the Premier League scored more goals than Mbeumo last season, making his name one of the most in-demand across Europe. Manchester United's need for a dynamic wide forward has become painfully obvious. While Rasmus Højlund showed signs of promise up front, the supporting cast around him has failed to deliver consistently. Jadon Sancho remains out of favor and likely to leave, Antony has failed to justify his price tag, and Marcus Rashford endured a tumultuous campaign both on and off the pitch. With Amad Diallo still developing, and the club moving toward a more energetic, pressing-based system under new manager Ruben Amorim, a player of Mbeumo's style and output fits the bill perfectly. Tactically, Mbeumo offers United a much-needed injection of flexibility and final third threat. He typically plays on the right wing, cutting inside on his stronger left foot, but has also excelled as a central striker or second forward in Thomas Frank's fluid 3-5-2 and 4-3-3 systems. His intelligence off the ball, combined with an elite work ethic and willingness to press, has made him a manager's dream. Unlike more flair-focused wingers, Mbeumo is not just about stepovers and shots. He defends, he tracks, and he sacrifices for the team. Statistically, Mbeumo's output last season is nothing short of elite. In 34 league appearances, he scored 20 goals and provided 9 assists. He averaged over 2 key passes per 90 minutes and maintained a shot conversion rate of 22%. Most impressively, he outperformed his expected goals XG by over 3 goals, showcasing a clinical edge that United have sorely lacked in wide areas. His pressing numbers are also strong, averaging over 17 pressures per game, which aligns perfectly with Amorim's high-octane approach to football. Tottenham Hotspur were also heavily linked with Mbeumo. Spurs had reportedly held initial talks with Brentford and were considering him as a key attacking reinforcement. The lure of reuniting with former boss Thomas Frank, who is admired by Tottenham's data-led recruitment team, was seen as a strong factor in Spurs' favor. However, Mbeumo himself is said to favor a move to Old Trafford, attracted by the prestige of Manchester United, the project being built by Ineos, and the opportunity to become a central figure in a rebuilt, resurgent squad. Manchester United's improved bid, surpassing £60 million, is a statement of intent. It's not only about acquiring a talented player, but also about shifting away from past recruitment missteps. Under previous regimes, United were known for overpaying for marquee names with limited resale value. Now, under the direction of Sir Dave Brailsford, Jason Wilcox, and Jean-Claude Blanc, United are adopting a smarter, more sustainable transfer model, focused on Premier League-proven talents in their prime years who fit the tactical system and have room for growth. This bid, otherwise, if accepted, could signal a major power play by Manchester United. It would be the first big attacking signing under Amorim and could potentially open the floodgates for other deals. Notably, the move would also have ripple effects across the squad. Marcus Rashford's future remains in limbo, with PSG monitoring the situation. If he departs, Mbeumo could step into the role seamlessly. Jadon Sancho is expected to be sold or loaned again, with interest from Borussia Dortmund and Serie A clubs. Antony, after 2 poor seasons, may find himself on the fringes or moved on as part of a squad refresh. Meanwhile, Amad Diallo, while talented and promising, may be sent out on loan again if Mbeumo arrives. The Ivorian needs regular minutes to develop, and competition will be fierce with Mbeumo, Garnacho, Rashford, if he stays, and new signings fighting for wide positions. There's also the economic side to consider. A fee north of £60 million is not insignificant, but it's within United's reach, especially if funded by outgoings. Selling Sancho and offloading fringe players could make the Mbeumo deal relatively cost-neutral in the long run, and far less risky than previous big-money flops. From Brentford's perspective, this could be a smart time to sell. Mbeumo's value is at an all-time high, and with just 2 years left on his deal, the risk of depreciation or injury becomes more real next season. Brentford have a reputation for smart succession planning, and with players like Kevin Shade and Keane Lewis-Potter in the wings, they may feel confident about replacing Mbeumo internally or with a lower-cost acquisition. The arrival of Mbeumo would also send a message to fans and rivals alike that Manchester United mean business this summer. Ruben Amorim is determined to reshape this team with energetic, tactically intelligent players, and the Ineos sporting structure is backing him with smart, calculated spending. No longer are United chasing superstars for shirt sales. They're going after system players who win matches and improve the XI. Fans will also be excited about the prospect of watching Mbeumo link up with Bruno Fernandes, Højlund, and Kobbie Mainoo in attack. His ability to run beyond the striker, press from the front, and contribute with both goals and assists would add a completely new dimension to United's forward play, one that's been lacking since the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo and the decline of form from Rashford and Sancho. While the deal isn't done yet, the signs are pointing toward a positive conclusion. Brentford are expected to meet in the coming days to discuss the bid internally, and should they accept, personal terms are unlikely to be a stumbling block. United have already laid the groundwork with Mbeumo's representatives and have offered a package that matches his expectations in terms of both salary and role. In terms of broader strategy, this deal continues a growing trend at Manchester United, one where the club is prioritizing value over vanity. Recent interest in players like Gerard Branthwaite, João Neves, and now Mbeumo suggests a clear shift away from scattergun recruitment and toward squad building through structure. It's a strategy more in line with how clubs like Manchester City, Liverpool, and even Arsenal have operated with success in recent years. Football insiders like Jamie Carragher and Fabrizio Romano have both praised the move. Carragher called Mbeumo the kind of low-risk, high-reward signing United need right now, while Romano confirmed that the player is keen to join United and views this summer as the right moment to make the jump. Ultimately, this potential signing could prove to be a watershed moment for Manchester United's rebuild. Mbeumo is not just a talented winger. He represents the changing face of United's recruitment, the ambition of the new ownership, and the tactical evolution under Amorim. He is the type of player who may not dominate headlines like a Kylian Mbappé or Harry Kane, but could prove every bit as impactful in terms of what he brings to the team and how he elevates those around him. As we await Brentford's response, one thing is clear. Manchester United are moving differently now. They're moving smarter. And if this bid for Brian Mbeumo is successful, it could mark the beginning of a new era, not just in terms of personnel, but in the way United does business. We'll be following this story closely over the coming days and weeks as the club hopes to get the deal across the line before the start of preseason training. For now, Manchester United have fired their first major shot of the summer. All eyes are now on Brentford. Live it with us. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a headline from Red Devils Report. Glory, glory, Man United.